product.
So in other words, you're saying in the country for the while now, we've not had product.
There is product. There is product. The NNPC, they are giving the product to their NNPC stations, and they collect money from retailers. They collect money. The volume of money from retailers that is in the hand of NNPC runs into 1 billion, and they use this money to import fuel, and they will not give retailers this product. And these retailers, most of them took this money from bank, and as far back as February, they took this money, and the money has been building interest on the head of these retailers. And what we are waiting for, or what we are looking at, is should the NNPC come forward now that subsidy has been removed to say that they want to add differential. They want these retailers to pay more money before they will carry those products. Nigeria will hear it. We are going to complain to the masses. We are going to stand on the streets to tell them you cannot rob Paul and pay Peter.
The NNPC has said it welcomed the pronouncement of the president.
We also welcome
really excited about it, and many were hoping that this might be a good turn, but it doesn't look like it.
It is actually supposed to be a good turn.
Well, regardless of what you have said with regards to how retailers are sourcing for this product and how much they have to pay, and then they're not even being supplied the product even after they've paid for it, it still brings us to this. If that has been happening since February, March, the price of petrol from the pump did not go up. It was still being sold around 205 to 210.
Let me now tell you.
Why then did it now decide to increase now? Because of the comment?
Last 2 weeks.
Was it because of the comment?
Yes, no. Last 2 weeks, there was no product coming out. There was no product. Last 2 weeks, people were selling what they have on the ground. And as of last week, there was no product coming out at all. In fact, if you go to Roma Lumeni, or you go to UTC, you will see the lineup of trucks waiting to carry their products, but they are not able to carry. So now that they are not able to carry product, what we are using is just the stock that we have had.
So why didn't the price go up
then?
The
price was supposed to be in the neighborhood of 210, 215. But let me tell you, the problem that is happening right now is caused by the users of petrol itself. It's caused by the motorists. It's caused by the masses. Because you just had that subsidy has been removed. You are not planning to buy fuel. You didn't need fuel. You carried your jerrycan, carried your car, run down. Everybody started running down to the filling station. You want to fill your tank at 210 naira. Maybe because subsidy has been removed, maybe fuel will sell for 250 or thereabout. So let me fill my tank. If you fill your tank now, for how long will you use it? It will still finish, and you will still go and buy at the new price. So why the panic buying? The result of what you are seeing is not because anybody wants to increase price. It's not because fuel has finished from the quantity that it was. It's because of panic buying.
So are you indirectly saying that the panic buying caused the fuel that was remaining to be exhausted between yesterday and today, and now the price went up?
The little fuel that has been in circulation following an NNPC inability to pour out fuel to the people, the little fuel that is remaining could be used gradually, and things will stabilize.
That's the same thing we're saying.
But people, everybody marched down to the filling station last night.
Exactly. So you are saying now. So are you now saying now because everybody marched down to the filling station, so product is finished?
No.
Between yesterday, when that statement was made, and
what
now,
has happened is I was passing one filling station last night. More than number of people that should be. In fact, everybody saw the filling station, and at the gate of the filling station, they were even ready to pay money to the gate man to drive inside the filling station. And so what has happened is an artificial situation caused by panic buying.
So would you agree that you have some filling station owners who are deliberately taking advantage of the situation to increase price? Is that what is happening?
No, what is on ground now is that a filling station owner who has 5 trucks in the hands of an NPC since February, and under his ground, he has maybe half a truck, and they have announced that they're increasing, they're removing subsidy, and people are rushing to buy, and he doesn't know the price. He called the depot and said, we can't sell to you now. We want to bring out a new price. In fact, that's what they told us as far back as Saturday. Even yesterday, they said they want to check the new price, and we are waiting to get the new price. So the man who already has maybe half a truck or maybe even a few liters underground, so, okay, now that they have told me that the price might change, of course, I will use money to go and buy at the new price. So the little quantity I have, I will go balance it. If I was selling 205 before, I will add 5 naira. Since they are likely to add 20 naira or thereabout, I will add 5 naira so that I can cushion the effect of going back to the market. It doesn't make for panic buying.
What about the product that he has already paid for from the NNPC? That is the old price.
Thank you.
Is he going to now add more money before he gets the product out?
Thank you for that statement. That is what we are saying. That an NPC, if the masses does not have to suffer, an NPC should not attempt increasing the money. Because what they normally do is that now that it has been announced like this, the product you have paid, they will tell you to come and pay a new price. After you have paid them, they have used your money to trade for about 2 months. They will tell you to come and pay a new price before you can carry that product. And even if you pay that new price, there is no guarantee of you carrying the product immediately. And if they try to do that, then the masses are going to suffer because the money that you pay, the new price you pay, will return back to the masses. But if an NPC say, even though subsidy has been removed, come and carry the products you paid at the old price. We, the petroleum product retail outlet owners, I will come back to this studio and tell the masses that if you go to any filling station and they're selling so amount, call our ease of doing business. Okay. We will challenge anybody who will sell against what an NPC have advised.
There's a lot that we need to unravel in this conversation.
What people will tell us first of all, tell the NPC not to add money to the products that the marketers have paid since.
So you're saying that those marketers who already have purchased or paid for products months ago should be giving their products at that old price that they've already paid, and the NNPC should not ask them to come and add any money and pay with the new price.
That's the only way the subsidy will not be a punishment to us.
But then at the moment, you already have said that marketers are charging people a new price for old products because they are saying that, we might have to go to the market to buy at a new price.
I said probably. And we are saying there is no need for that. People should stop. If there is no panic buying, people who want to take advantage of the masses will not do it. And we are saying here, the masses do not have reason to rush to the filling stations.
But filling stations are already shutting down.
Because listen.
Some of them are shutting down. They're not operating.
What they are the few that are shutting down are shutting because of the uncertainty. They don't know what we today. But before 10 o'clock, we'll have the official situation.
But when they shut down, don't you think that will instigate panic buying?
I'm just saying the few are maybe shutting down.
Exactly the point.
But right now, before 10 o'clock, we're going to have the official information. We are discussing already. But the NDPRA have called us and said that they are going to go around any filling station that has fuel that is shutting down. They will open it and compare them to sell.
We're saying the same
and
thing.
We are with them. PETROAN is with them to make sure that they sell.
Don't you think that this shutting down that some of these filling stations are doing, because in your words, the uncertainty, could be responsible also for the panic buying?
And we are condemning it. We are condemning the shutting down.
What is being done by PETROAN to those members of your association who are shutting down in the name of uncertainty? What are you doing about it?
As I speak to you now, when I leave this studio, we are already in synergy with an NDPRA. That is the DPRO. The DPRO coordinator in the state is already. We have already talked with him. They are going on the roads. They are going to check filling stations. Any filling station that has fuel on the ground that is short, PETROAN has agreed with them that open the gate and advise them to sell the fuel.
Okay. We are live on Facebook. It's a very heated conversation this morning. I need you to join the conversation. You can watch us live on Facebook and on Twitter. So if you haven't followed us on Facebook, just log on to Facebook, search for Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. You'd see the page, follow the page, like the page, and you'd get the opportunity to watch us live in the studio. On Twitter, the handle is Nigeria Info PH. Follow us, join the Twitter community, and watch us streaming live on Twitter as well. I'm pretty sure you have questions and contributions. Well, you can do so using the WhatsApp number 0809 030 6416. You can also drop your comments and contributions on Facebook and Twitter. We have a very short commercial coming in the next few minutes, less than a minute. When we come back from that commercial, we open the phone lines so you can put out your questions. And also, if possible, tell us those filling stations that are selling outrageous prices and where you bought them and where they are located, since we have the PETROAN chairman here, so we can begin to look into addressing this problem before it gets out of hand. You've said that now the NNPC also has a huge role to play in this.
Seriously.
And then some of the filling station owners are also culpable in this.
I agree.
Okay. When we come back, we are going to also look at what should have been on ground before the removal of subsidy? Because you're saying that, oh, we welcome it, but then there were certain conditions that were given.
That is why I asked you what next after the removal of subsidy.
Shouldn't those conditions have been implemented first before the subsidy is removed?
We'll talk about that.
All of those we would respond to when we return after this very short commercial. Stay with us.
With deep sense of loss but in total submission to the will of
Nigeria Info, good morning, 29 minutes past 8. Let's get back into it. My guest is the chairman for PETROAN in Rivers State, Francis Dimkpa. Well, subsidy is gone. That comment by the President Tinubu yesterday during his inaugural speech, many say, could be responsible for why we're seeing the shocking increase in the price of petrol at the moment, and even some filling stations shutting down operations. Well, I get back to my guest in the studio. Remember that you can join the conversation on Facebook. It's still very much live, so you can watch us and also comment at Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. On Twitter, it is Nigeria Info PH. You can also use the WhatsApp portal 0809030641. I told you when we return, we would encourage you to share with us where you bought, how much you bought, the name of the filling station you bought from. Very important that we have this information. My guest has also been clear as to what could be possible reasons for why some people are selling at the price that they are selling now, just after that comment. Some people could just want to take advantage of the situation and try and make extra profit before they go buy the product at a new price. For some other people, well, it's simply because, well, they paid for products for long before now, and the NNPC still hasn't made that product available for them. And the fear that the NNPC might ask them to come pay extra money before they get that product because of the subsidy removal is also in question. And then there are some people who already still have products to sell, but just want to be greedy. I think that's the perfect way to explain that. So we'll be opening the phone lines for just a few minutes now. Let us hear your questions and contributions and share your opinion with us. 0817-923-0003. 0817-923-0003. 0817-923-0007. Barry Braba Silas says, let us not take advantage of the situation. As of yesterday night and this morning, some petroleum stations along the Warfare Road already started selling high, while others shut down. As for me, this is not necessary. Victor Henry, I bought fuel from Rosto Park filling station at the price of 260 naira per liter. I don't know where Rosto Park filling station is, and you did not include it, Victor. Emma Clement says, I bought petrol from NNPC filling station at Wukboku Road last night for 220 naira per liter. Precious says the president was so much in a haste to pronounce subsidy removal. At least he should have taken time to put some measures in place that will help Nigerians survive the difficult period. My guest also told me that if the NNPC had been releasing the products that retailers had paid for, we might have enough products in circulation by now, and we might not be facing the problem we're facing now.
Exactly.
But then, because that did not happen, it's also contributing to the issue. Well, I'll just let the callers ask their questions and make their contributions, and my guest will respond. So please go straight to the point. JJ is first on the line from Rumigbo. Good morning, JJ.
Yeah, let me greet your guests in the studio.
Yeah, JJ, you're welcome.
Yeah, thank you. First and foremost, I don't support the subsidy removal because there are certain things that we agree should be done before the subsidy is finally removed. That said, your people right now, your what they call them now,
PETROAN,
or what they call
PETROAN.
them. How much are they selling right now, sir?
Okay, good.
And how much do you think will be the official pump price now that they said they are removing subsidy? You are talking about you people paying money to NNPC and you've not gotten your product. But your own product, you are selling at a very exorbitant price. You see, this whole thing is according to Governor Wike. Your people are changing the public right now, and you are fighting for justice from the NNPC. I don't get it at all.
All right, JJ, so, thank you very much. We'll move on to another caller.
If you want to do the right thing,
we got you.
You too can obey what was on
We got your
ground
question, JJ. Let's move on to David in Yenegua. David, good morning.
Yes, greetings from the city of Yenegua. It's me and your guest.
You're welcome, David. Go on.
You're welcome.
As a matter of fact, you know, whatever heat that happens in Port Harcourt or any other place, Yenegua will be the last point to take the greatest heat. In the first place, we do not have any depot here. We live at the mercy of people from Port Harcourt and Warri and its environs. Now, I want to agree with your guest on one aspect. The greatest, with the issue of the It's unnecessary panic buying, for God's sake. The petrol, the tank you are fooling is just for today and tomorrow. Then, now, when you go to the filling station, this is directly to him and his people. When you go to the petrol station, you see one person carrying 30, 50 liters of jerrycan. Is he running a factory or what? It is obvious that this person is going to black market it. Now, instead of selling for cars, they will prefer to sell for those 30 liters of jerrycan. One person carrying 50, then they collect 500. What is PETROAN going to do about that?
All right,
From
David.
the petrol station. Are you going to sanction your pump attendants who engage in that atrocities too and create more hardship for the people? It's just unfortunate that in Nigeria, everyone begin situation, everybody wants to exploit it to undo the
All right,
other
David,
people
thank
to
you very
make
much.
more money.
I guess to
But
respond.
unfortunately, the money you are collecting, you are not going to put it inside the saving box. You too, you are going to spend it outside. So it's just,
Thank you, David. Chima is in Rumokuta. Chima, good morning.
Good morning, Andrew.
Welcome, morning. Go ahead.
Yes, you see, Andrew, we must remember there is a word called austerity. You understand? I'm talking to the marketers. Because you cannot tell me that is panic buying that is causing the scarcity. I don't understand. Nigerian, they have been buying fuel before. So how suddenly fuel has disappeared from all the petrol stations? Right now, I'm in Boba NTA Road, Patrol Police Station precisely. I can tell you that we have been queuing here for for some time now. They are closed. They are not selling. So the question is, does it mean that the fuel vanish from all the petrol stations? You see, we must be careful, and your guests must tell the people the truth. You cannot defend your people and tell us and blame NNPC. So does it mean NNPC there was no fuel in the petrol station before the announcement made by the president yesterday? I don't understand.
Okay, Chima.
So we must tell ourselves the truth. Marketers are creating unnecessary scarcity so they could hide the price. That is what is happening.
All right, let's go to Mbosilaru. Erasmus, good morning. Please turn down the volume of your radio completely.
Yeah, good morning.
Thank you.
Yeah. My suggestion, my view on this issue of subsidy removal is, first of all, it's too early to pronounce that. Because Nigerians have been suffering. Look at the little scarcity that happened. A lot of things we are skyrocketed. And many of the goods have not come down. Coming immediately to pronounce removal of subsidy is a threat and will bring a lot of increment in goods and services in the nation. Before subsidy should be removed, there are certain things that are supposed to be done. If not 100% done, at least 50 or 70% done. Like electricity, solar energy, people to know and know the importance of solar energy in the nation. Because that is another source of energy that will reduce the consumption of the gas and fuel. Now, to pronounce it will increase a lot of suffering on citizens. Coming to the issue of kerosene that have been removed for long, they said alternative to kerosene is gas. Now, kerosene has risen to 500 and something naira to 700 naira per liter, which had been the poor masses source of cooking. The gas we are talking about, 1 kg is about 1,000 naira. The things we are supposed to use to install it, that's the tools and equipment that are supposed to be installed. The gas is not in the country. We import it based on the dollar equivalent. And that is the thing contributing to inflation. Now coming to the marketers selling for selling. My dear, you should understand that the marketers or the outlet owners are traders.
All right,
now,
Erasmus.
if you have a product, you bought at 45 naira per liter, and they said they have no subsidy. You don't know the sort of products to the nation. Whether it will come from Dangote. Dangote is the personal in the share company.
I think we get your point already. Let's move on to Gruta. Abel is on the line. Good morning, Abel.
Good morning.
Yes.
I'm calling you from a good opposite Eastern Salvation Ministry Church that they are building. That's what station opposite it. They have what they agree is that they will call one person that they know and set up for them and off their form. When they now see somebody that they know, that is what the manager, the structure that the manager gives to them. That is what they are doing right now. Anybody they know their face, they will take the person and say and collect money and go.
I'm
that
sure
is what they are doing.
Is the filling station, does it have a name? If you're standing there, what's the name of the filling station?
It's this NNPC.
Okay.
The former one though, that they now changed to NNPC.
All right. Abel, thank you very much.
Opposite.
So have you bought, did you buy there, and how much, any idea how much?
Well, I'm still there till now. I'm still there. I'm here till 7 a.m.
Okay, Abel, thank you very much. Let's take Muriel in Okrika. Muriel, good morning. Hello, Muriel.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Look, actually, I listened to your guest, and it seems as if he is putting all the blame on NNPC. Actually, he has been coming on air to talk about these issues, and he has never for once mentioned the ones that NNPC is holding back the fuel of his members. They are not giving them fuel they paid for months. He has not for once mentioned it to us. But now he's saying it. And these stations that NNPC have held their fuel for so long, they've been selling fuel. So is he trying to tell us that they have other source of getting it? And actually, I want to find out if their things are going out now to check, because these stations, these are the things we experience. Immediately there is an hike, they'll just immediately increase it. And even if they still have old stuff, all their stock. So their teams going out to check. It's not for us to go and tell them. The immediately their team should go out, their union should go out and begin to check whether these people, they didn't just buy fuel yesterday night, but immediately they increased it because of the panic buying. So we can't be at fault. All of us do the wrong thing at the same time. Can their union, can their people at least do the right thing? We are scared because these are the things that happen. People rush because they know that they will increase it even with their old stock. So are their unions, are they going out to see that these things do not, their people are doing the right thing?
All right, Muriel, thank you. Mufasa from NTA Road, good morning.
Yeah, hi, Andrew. Good morning.
Yes.
Good morning to your guest. Well, Andrew, see, there is no game saying the negative impact of fuel subsidy on the economy of this country. But what we are saying is these marketers, they take advantage of the slightest opportunity that they have to exploit Nigerians. Let us not deceive ourselves. We know that they have products, and all of a sudden, they shut down their system. And I don't know, is it that we just want to be wicked to ourselves? JJ asked a very valid question. I want the guest to respond to that question.
No, he would respond. He would respond.
They have already in their reservoir. They should share those ones to Nigerians. They should make things more difficult for us. That is what we are saying.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mufasa. All questions have been noted. We'll be responding to them in a matter of moments. John is in Alu. Good morning, John.
Yeah, good morning, Andrew. Good morning.
Okay, go on.
Thank you so much. I just bought fuel now in Alu. The two police stations there, they are selling 450 naira, and the other one is selling 440.
Which filling stations? What are the names of the filling stations, please?
Are you saying 400 or 200?
Oh, hello, John. John.
400. I just bought fuel now, 440 naira a liter. I bought 4 liters, 1,007. Just now, right now, I'm a transporter.
What is the name of the filling station? What is the name of the filling station in Alu, John?
The station they are selling right now.
What are their names? What are their names? John, the names of the filling station.
They are signboard, they remove, they don't have names. The police stations, they are before the boundary. They are coming from Uniport, just before the boundary. We see them, they are selling now 450 naira, 140. I bought 440 naira just now.
All right, thank you very much. Noted. I'm pretty sure, Mr. Dimkpa, you're hearing Nigeria Info. Mendy from Waterlines. Good morning.
Good morning. I also greet your
your guest in the studio.
All right, go on, Mendy. Go on.
Thank you. I heard when he said that the problem is panic buying, but we all should know that since we have been living in Rivers State, let me use Rivers State as a case study, immediately there is anything mentioning fuel in the maybe government mentioning fuel or something like that. First thing our stations will do is for them to shut down. Now, I noticed shutting down since last week, Sunday, Monday, many of them start shutting down. Some people start talking about Dangote refinery that they want to monopolize the economy by increasing the fuel and giving them tax to pay so that the price will be in a certain state. That's the reason why many of them are shutting down. And later on, after the president mentioned about removing subsidy, all of them shut down immediately. Then when they shut down, my dear, if you have a business to run and you notice that almost all the stations are shutting down, and you have one where you can buy your 50 liters so you can run your business till whenever they are going to open, won't you go and buy with your 50 liters? So they are putting the threat to us. So now I went and used the little money I have to fill my tank immediately because I'm afraid. And today, it's every minute I'm able to drive out. Because if I did not fill my tank immediately, I noticed that they are shutting down. Now I will be among those who are running up and down. Go to petrol team in Rubako roundabout now. Crowd are there. They are saying roughly 300 naira per liter. The road is completely blocked because everybody is assembling there. So they are the problem. They are the people shutting down.
Thank you very much, Mehdi.
Mention of anything about food. They shut down. They put it straight to people to go and do money.
Thank you, Mehdi. We'll just take two more calls, Roland and Lugard, and then we'll get my guest to respond. Roland from Rumomoy, good morning.
Thank you very much. My name is Chief Roland Ameuli.
All right,
It is very, very unfortunate that President Bola Tinubu will just make a comment to the fact that first food subsidy has been removed yesterday, and today in this country we cannot see fuel again to buy. And not that these filling stations do not have products. They have. My worry is why the Nigerians are interested in suffering fellow Nigerians. I will not forget in a hurry when there was naira scarcity, how POS operators who are suffering out there. If when you want to get 10,000 naira, you must pay 4,000 naira, give 6,000 naira, and they were making a lot of money. Now, why can't the leadership of these police station owners
PETROAN
have a monitoring unit to monitor their people? Why are they interested in suffering Nigerians?
All right, Roland, thank you. Lugard, good morning from Echie.
My brother, I greet you especially. Good morning.
Straight to the point, please.
What is happening in this country yesterday and today is purely man inhumanity to their fellow human being. It's very unfortunate that just announcement and you have fuel already. You are extorting people, making Nigerians to suffer. Do you know that in the whole HA, where I went for some part of HA, there is no fuel station selling as I'm talking to you now. The small fuel I have in my vehicle was just 2 gallons. I bought it 5,000 naira. 2 gallons, 4 liters, 2, just to manage, maybe drive my car to Port Harcourt. It's very unfortunate. Why? Why is this country like this? Well, they have not even bought another fuel. Just old one they have, and they are selling it in an exorbitant price just to suffer human beings,
right,
just to suffer me and you.
Thank you very much. Let's get to my guest quickly. We have messages to also look at. You've heard most of the major concerns. JJ started with the price. What price are they anticipating, and what price are they selling now? What is the price of petrol now?
As it stands now, I don't want to talk about what we're anticipating.
What is the price, the official price of petrol?
What the price is supposed to be now, as at those who bought fuel on Friday, the price is supposed to be not less than 230 naira. I speak to you as the state chairman of PETROAN. The price is supposed to be not less than 230
So the
naira.
highest you will get it's 230.
As at people that bought before the pronouncement.
That's what we're saying. So the most is 230.
It's supposed to be not less than 230 naira. So it should be between 230 and 250 naira maximum. So anybody who is selling above that is taking advantage of the situation. Now, filling stations that are closed, I'm happy that somebody said they started closing as at Monday last week. My brother, as at that Monday last week, that's when people started running out of stock. They have not been supplied for over a month. So people were running out of stock from Monday last week. For me, as the state chairman, I ran out of stock long ago. So most of the stations you are saying they closed down. They didn't close because of announcement. They closed because they ran out of stock. And apart from that, we are doing a synergy movement this morning. Our association, myself and the state DPR, we are going on a partnership movement this morning. And we are going to check filling station by filling station. If any filling station has fuel on the ground and they are not open, we will make them to sell, because we know that the price they are supposed to sell is not going to be more than 250 or between 230 and 250 until when a new pronouncement is made. That's one. Then two, the person that is saying that whether we have alternative source of buying fuel. Yes, if you pay in an MPC and they have not given you fuel and your money is tied down there and you have another money, we're talking of money here, funding. If you have another fund, you can go to a private depot and buy. But
how much do you buy from private depots? What's the price?
As at Friday, private depots were selling 250, between 215 and 220 as at Friday. That's why we're saying our members are going to sell between 230 and 200, a little above 230 as at now. Because those of them, even some people paid for that 215 on private depot as at Friday, as at Thursday. They have not loaded the product till now. That was the last buying. So the last market for people, everybody to know. If you are buying for 230, it's okay. 240 is okay.
Listen to this from Facebook. Those man in Woji closed down yesterday after pronouncement by the president. Cypren Ajowo sent in. They said those man filling station on Woji Road is selling petrol at 500 naira per liter. I just bought now, and it's a pity. We should be sincere to ourselves. PETROAN, be sincere.
For PETROAN, if I live here now, I'm assuring the people.
And I hope you're taking notes of the filling stations.
Yes, I'm taking note of the filling stations. I know the filling stations. And we are going to go with DPR. But sometimes, I doubt, for example, I know that those man was selling fuel as at yesterday. He was selling fuel 240.
Well, this guy says he just bought now and he bought for 500.
It's just a report. I don't want to disbelieve the report. So but we are going to check it out.
Okay, he sent another message to explain where the Dozman is exactly.
Where?
He says Dozman in Woji, they closed down yesterday after the pronouncement by the president. Now, all of a sudden, this morning, they started selling at 500 naira per liter.
We are going to check it out. We assure
you. This one says subsidy should not have been removed. Thank God ability at Twig. But pressure, sorry, I see in this country people are really taking advantage of everything. Plenty of messages on WhatsApp. Let's look at some of them. This one says, kindly stress that the president said he caught a glimpse of the budget and there is no provision of subsidy in it. Technically, he didn't remove subsidy. He announced he saw it. He announced what he saw. It has already been removed. Exactly the point people do not get. It is not Bola Tinubu that removed subsidy.
Exactly.
Because Tinubu, the president, made it clear that the budget he saw, that there was no provision for subsidy in the budget.
And he officially announced it.
And so he's telling us what is in the budget, that there's no provision. So that means subsidy is gone. So people that are likening it to him, you can't totally say he did.
No, he officially
announced what has already been there.
And pronounced it. The previous administration did not pronounce it. They were just acting it. And people did not know. That is why all the while the price of fuel has been unstable, because sometimes they will pay, sometimes they will not pay. So
you're saying the outgone administration wasn't being sincere or open as to how it was handling it?
Yes, they were not open. I have said it here and here over. They were not open. They were not sincere to Nigerians.
So what Tinubu said yesterday, the president, was actually just opening our eyes to what has been existing.
Exactly. And so we have to face it.
A very short commercial is underway. After that, we'll begin to wrap things up. More messages to take here on WhatsApp. This one says President Tinubu comments on subsidy removal is wrongly timed, considering the fact that PMS All right, let's just go for this commercial first. When we return, we continue with the conversation.
Nigeria Info. We'll be right back.
So yes, the NNPC, you're saying, are supposed to do what they need to do. People are also saying, but what you're accusing the NNPC of is what members of PETROAN are doing already. How do we reconcile this?
Clearly, I want to unequivocally state here that if I, as the state chairman, will stand in this studio to tell us that the NNPC should do the right thing, I want to advise members of PETROAN, if you know you still have product on the ground, I advise you to sell according to what we bought. You know that as at Friday, product was being bought and it's supposed to be sold between 230 and 250, pending the outcome of information from an NPC and other depots. If you are above that, DPR has called me this morning that they are going to embark on action all over the state. DPR will come to your station. If you have fuel and you're not selling, DPR will force you to sell. They might auction your fuel. And PETROAN is standing here to say, open all filling station, sell at the price that we bought. Nobody should take advantage of the buyers. And people should stop panic buying. That's what we are saying. If these two things are put together, NNPC will be compared to release fuel at the proper price, which they have already taken money for. And Nigeria will not suffer.
All right, thank you very much, Francis Dimkpa, for your time. We have to wrap it up now. Hello, Port Harcourt is next with Jude. Ifeami Andrew is my name. You can listen to the whole conversation again on Facebook at Nigeria Info PH. Nigeria Info PH on Twitter, Nigeria Info 92.3 PH on Facebook. Good morning.
You are tuned in.